didn't mean to kill Claudia. You know, he was just trying to protect me and Jocelyn.
You said that he hit her?
I was screaming for Jocelyn when he came into the room. He had this piece of wood in his hand. He just hit her. Once, and she fell. He didn't intend to kill her. He just acted in the moment. Jax.
Oh, that's exactly what you have to tell the police.
I'm not gonna tell the police. No one can know what happened tonight. I'm not gonna tell the police that Michael killed Claudia. You can't either. You have to swear to me you're not gonna say anything.
What you described is not murder. It's involuntary manslaughter, okay? He entered the cabin, he heard you screaming, he picked something up, and he defended his mother, and that's it.
That's right, I'm his mother. What judge and jury is gonna believe me? I'm obviously a biased witness.
But your story makes sense.
And I'm supposed to just leave that up to the legal system.
Yes,
I'm just gonna let that be their call.
Yes, in this case you should. Plus there was a restaurant full of witnesses that saw Claudia abduct you at gunpoint, which will back up your testimony.
I can't take that chance. I can't take that chance.
What are you saying? You want to try to cover this up?
No, but you know, I'm not gonna let Claudia ruin Michael's future. She's dead.
Listen.
And it's over.
Listen to me. Michael will most likely get a suspended sentence with a little bit of probation and counseling. But if you try to cover this up, the police are going to look for a murderer, and that could be much, much worse for Michael down the line.
That's not gonna happen.
And what about the psychological impact on Michael? He killed Claudia. I mean, he can't just put that behind him and move on. Your son needs help, Carly. And the only way he can get it is if you tell the truth.
Michael has suffered enough because of Claudia. I can't subject him to a police investigation. I can't do that.
Claudia's disappearance will be investigated.
Yeah, and they're going to talk to Sonny or Jason. They have no reason to think that Michael was involved.
Unless they find evidence.
They won't, because Sonny and Jason, they're covering it up.
You know what? Despite of what Sonny and Jason told you, there's no way to commit the perfect crime. You know that.
Well, they've never been more motivated than they are now.
You are not doing Michael any favors by going along with Sonny.
I am trying to protect my son, Jax.
Look, Michael has been confused since he came out of the coma, okay? He's trying to find somewhere to fit in. He's already attracted to Sonny's lifestyle, right? He asked you about his business and how he wanted to be a part of it.
Sonny would never let that happen.
And how is this helping? What is he learning from this? That if you have a problem, you cover it up? If you go along with Sonny on this, you're sending a message to Michael that it's okay to lie and cheat and cover things up. He's going to turn out just like his father.
Michael knows better, okay? He knows better.
How? Through words? Actions are so much louder, Carly. You think long and hard about this. How you handle Claudia's death will determine if Michael turns out like Sonny or he chooses the better life that you've always wanted for him. Look, you went through hell when Michael got shot, blaming yourself for exposing him to Sonny's will, even though Sonny swore that he would never be a part of it.
He won't be a part of it.
Michael killed Claudia, okay? Covering it up is Sonny's way. It doesn't have to be yours or Michael's. Like, telling the truth will allow him to face what he has done and understand that he's not a killer who needs to hide from the law.
Mr. Jax? Mrs. Jax, I'm Detective Williams. I'm here to take your statement.
Come on in.
I am sorry to intrude. How you feeling?
Surprisingly good. You know, a healthy baby pretty much eclipses everything else.
Yeah, about the everything else. What exactly happened from your point of view?
My ex-husband, Sonny, confronted Claudia in front of all of her guests at a party. He said that he had proof that she was behind the shooting of our son, Michael. And she freaked out. She grabbed her purse and pulled out a gun, and she grabbed me and she took me hostage. At that point, I went into labor, and then she forced me into a car that happened to be parked outside of the hotel. And she took off, and I begged her to stop and to let me go, but she wouldn't listen. And then she just started talking crazy. You know, she said that she wanted to take my baby. So I had to stop her. So I freaked out. I grabbed the wheel, and I was trying to force her to stop the car, and she wouldn't, and then we crashed.
And where did this happen?
Route 86, about a half a mile past Broad River Bridge. It was pouring the rain, and I could barely see even with the flashlight. And then I saw a cabin. I went in, I knew the baby was coming, so I gathered as much stuff as I could to help me, and then I brought our beautiful little baby into this world.
No one was with you?
No. Sam showed up later, and she helped bring me and Jocelyn to the hospital.
So the last time you saw Claudia was?
After the car crash, I woke up, and she was unconscious in the front seat. I said her name, but she never moved, and I just wanted to get away from her. I wanted to take care of myself and my baby, so I just left her there.
Do you have any idea what happened to Claudia?
No.
Did you see your ex-husband, Sonny, or Jason Morgan at any point? Did you call them, talk to them at all?
No, I haven't seen them since I left the Metro Court.
Well, I'm glad you and your baby are all right.
Thank you.
Wow. You just made a terrible mistake.
I protected my son. Just like you protected your brother. You knew that Jerry was involved in Michael's shooting, but you never said a word to me. How could you do that? How could you lie to me?
I did not cover for my brother, okay? He sent me his ridiculous DVD about him confessing that he was in on a plot with Claudia to kill Sonny.
When did you get it?
The night we renewed our vows.
You've known all this time? And you said nothing?
We were so happy, yeah? We just finally got our lives back together after Sonny almost ruined everything.
Oh, don't make this about Sonny, Jax. This is all about Jerry and you.
I struggled with this decision, Carly.
You decided to lie.
It's not that simple, okay?
I don't understand. We worked so hard to regain our trust. And we promised each other that we wouldn't manipulate each other or play any more games. And now I find out all this time you've been lying to me.
This was my biggest fear, that you would look at me and that you would see Jerry. I didn't want to lose you.
You kept a secret. You knew who shot my son. Jax!
I wanted to tell you everything, but then we found out that you were pregnant with a life-threatening condition, that the stress could kill you. What was I supposed to do, Carly? I couldn't dump that on you. I couldn't.
Radiology 3102.
Just checking on you and the baby.
It's a bad time.
No, I want to talk to Jason. I want to talk
We need
to
to
him.
finish this.
I want to talk to
finish
him
talking.
alone, and I want you to go.
Fine. We'll talk about this later.
Okay, Carly, what happened?
He knew. He knew Claudia was dangerous. And that Jerry was behind shooting Michael, and he said nothing. He said nothing!
Hey. Hi. Come here. You're okay. I got you. Oh, yeah, I got you. There you go. That was good timing for you because I think your mom really needs you right now, okay? Here you go. Oh, there you go.